The other thing about Turkey I didn't mention was this. Awesome, absolutely awesome. They have prayer time where the mosque's prayer comes out in song. It is amazing, absolutely amazing. This is a Muslim country, and I love it. They pray a few times a day. Hello everyone and welcome back. Now, can I get all this video done in 5 minutes? I guess not, because I know I'll start rambling and this video may go on for a couple of hours, but I can't do that because no one's going to sit here and watch me talk or ramble for 2 hours. And it will take me forever to download it too. So I'm going to try and tell you everything I know or everything I've experienced here in Turkey. Probably going to run to 8 minutes, but here we go. What I've been brought up to believe and what I've seen and the way my life was in New Zealand is really different to what it is now in Turkey. Very different. The people are the same. Kiwis are very polite. They're very friendly, and so is the Turkish. Geographically, they're both the same. Thermal pools, hot pools. In fact, we used to have the pink terraces, they have the white terraces, right? They have mountains, we have mountains. They have rivers. Turkey's a big place. You could put New Zealand 4 times, probably nearly 5 times into Turkey. It's about half the size of Australia. It's massive. At one end of Turkey, the mountains are so high. I think they're the second highest in the world. Noah's Ark is in one of them. Mother Mary also used to live here in Turkey. In fact, her home is here, and she used to visit a church in Izmir, which has been converted into a mosque. And so a lot of people go and visit that place. Yogurt came from Turkey. Also, pizza came from Turkey. So a lot of stuff sort of got sieved out to different parts of the world, and they changed it, made it their own version of that food. Tulips came from Turkey, yes, and their seeds were taken and sent to Holland, and they start growing them in Holland. But tulips came from Turkey. Even Santa Claus lived here in Turkey, and they used to decorate Christmas trees here in Turkey, and they still do in Christmas time. Now, they don't celebrate Christmas like we do, like New Zealand. All they do is they celebrate by decorating the trees. And by decorating the tree, they're celebrating a new year. But he was a very kind man. He used to give gifts to unfortunate people and all that. And yeah, it was amazing. They have to rewrite the history books because what I was taught, they didn't tell me all this. No, they didn't tell me any of this. So there's a lot of stuff coming from Turkey. And it's so old here. It is actually so old. I mean, you're talking about places that go back tens of thousands of years, back to the 11th century, before Christ. It is very old. And to see some buildings and piece of art, sculpture, still standing in a spot, and when someone says, oh, that's 10,000 years old, or that's before Christ, or whatever, it just sort of blows me away. I go, whoa, that's incredible, absolutely incredible. The dancing, the music. The food. Every part of Turkey, every region, town, city has their own style, their own methods of cooking food, their own songs. It dates back thousands of years, so the culture is absolutely old as. they're so friendly here. They're really so friendly. Like, if you're on the streets and you're hungry, people will give you money. People will feed you. They'll probably put a roof over your head. I have a saying here called Chuktashu. It means to be grateful. They're not into, I did you a favour, you do me a favour. No, they don't believe in that. They just do it because they want to, right? They do it because it's part of their culture. They just like helping people, right? The food here is absolutely amazing. Like, if you go for a drive, you'll see no fast food places around. I mean, they do have them, probably in malls or whatever, but they tend to sell their own food. So there's a lot of Turkish food sold everywhere. They have a lot of restaurants and a lot of places where you can get food. And you get a lot of stuff delivered. I've got to order anything on the phone and they'll deliver it straight to the house. It's incredible. Organic is a big thing here. You go to the bazaar, you can buy a lot of organic. A lot of them tend to collect their own seeds. None of it's genetically modified foods, right? It's all organic, and they grow the stuff again, which is good. That's one thing I like about Turkey. It's not influenced by any other country. It stays strong. It's what we all used to be like, before we started buying and started exporting from other countries. Turkey is still is like that, but a majority of it is like what it used to be like, which is really cool. And that's a part I really like about Turkey. Also, if you want to fly anywhere, it's so easy. You just get on a plane, you can fly any part around the world. It only takes a couple of hours to get there, and it's so cheap. Like, from Istanbul to fly to London, it used to be like £79. It only takes 4 hours to fly there. Where if I was flying from New Zealand, it would take me nearly 2-3 days just to get there, and it cost me thousands of dollars. So it's so easy to get around. You can even drive there if you wanted to. You could just drive to France, take your car on the train, and go straight to England. So it's so easy to get around. What else? Before you come into the house, you've got to take off your shoes. They greet you. They look after you. There's a lot of animals on the road as well. A lot of street animals like cats and dogs. This is something you don't see back home in New Zealand because they normally collect them and put them in the pound. But there's a lot of animals, and they get well fed. You do see some skinny ones, but a lot of them do get well fed. That's another thing I don't get to see back home in New Zealand. The language is really different. The Turkish language is spoken back to front. So all action words, say for example, I'm drinking tea, they'll say ben chai içiyorum, meaning I chai, meaning I chai drink. So they speak back to front. So for them to speak English, they'll have to speak back to front to us. So that's probably why I'm having a lot of difficulty learning Turkish, because I have to think back to front. And so for me to start speaking without having to think about it is my next level, right? That's what I'm trying to achieve. And it only comes by practice, by doing it over and over and over again. But besides that, that's all I have to say. And we're on to 8 minutes now. So I was about, the longer I leave it, the more seconds are ticking by. But anyway, thank you for watching, and see you again. Görüşürüz. Also, there is fruit trees about, lots of fruit trees, because the fruit trees here are different, and they tend to grow a lot more of them around. So there are fruit trees everywhere, so you never go hungry. And they're all different types of fruits. Fruits that you don't get back home in New Zealand. And there's fruits from New Zealand you cannot get here. So I thought I'll tell you about that.